To lesson 19. The first thing I need you to do is get your journal. At the top, write lesson 19. Okay, now what I need you to do is I need you to go to the games and activities folder, and I need you to get the one that's the division story problems. The division story problems, okay? So pause me, go get that paper, and bring it back, okay? All right, do you have the division story problems? Okay, let's look at the first one. Now remember, we're not gonna write on this, okay? We'll write in your journal, so we're just gonna look at it, okay? Let's look at the very first one. Let's read it, okay? It says, so there's story problems. Let's look at the first one. It starts with Kevin. It says, Kevin is building a hotel. Okay, he's building a hotel. 24 beds are delivered. So he probably got a big, can you imagine the big truck that delivered 24 beds? Holy cow. Okay, so 24 beds come. Let's write that down. So number one, let's write 24 beds are delivered, okay? Now let's keep reading. 2 beds go in each room, okay? So there's this hotel, and there's going to be 2 beds in each room, okay? How many rooms will be in the hotel? Well, let's draw this out, okay? So he's got this hotel, and 2 beds are going to go in each room. So here's a room in my hotel. There's 2 beds. Okay. Here's a room in my hotel. There's 2 beds. Here's a room in my hotel. There's 2 beds. Can you draw these with me? We're drawing the rooms in the hotel. Here's a room with 2 beds. Here's a room with 2 beds. It's kind of a funny room. Here's a room with 2 beds. How many have we drawn? Let's count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so there's 12 beds in these rooms. But how many beds do we need? How many were delivered in the big truck? 24. So let's keep drawing. Here's another room with 2 beds. Another room with 2 beds. Another room with 2 beds. Oh, how many have we drawn now? Let's count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so we've got 18 beds. How many of them were delivered in the big truck? 24. So let's keep drawing. There's 2 more beds in a room. Here's 2 more beds in a room. And here's 2 more beds in a room. Now, let's see how many. So we know that 24 were delivered. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. That's all 24 beds. Okay, let's count. What does the question say? How many rooms will be in the hotel? Well, we just drew them out. So now let's count how many rooms. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we just learned that 24 beds divided by 2 beds in each room equals 12 rooms. Okay, can you make sure that you have this all written down? If you don't, pause me and write this all down. Okay, so we got the answer. So number 1 is 12. So remember, don't write it on the paper, your games and activities paper. Just write it in your journal. Okay? All right, now we're going to go and do the next one. Okay? Let's read it. So look down at the next one on your paper. It starts with a Derek. Derek has 56 trees delivered. Oh my goodness, that's even a bigger truck delivering 56 trees. Whoa. Okay, so let's write number 2. And let's write 56 because we know that there was 56 trees delivered. Let's read the next sentence. He has 8 yards to landscape. So that means that Derek, his job is going to people's yards, like your front yard or your backyard at your house, and he landscapes them. That means you put the things in to make the yard look pretty. So it's not just weeds and, yucky stuff. He's landscaping them. He's making them look beautiful. So he had 56 trees delivered to his house. Now he has to go to 8 different yards, 8 people's different houses, their front yards, and put them in. So how many trees are going to go in each yard? Okay, so we're going to go 56 divided by the 8 yards, the 8 people's yards. How many trees go in each yard? Well, let's figure this out. So he's going to go to 8 different yards, right? Let's draw them. Here's 1 yard, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the different yards. Now he's got 56. Well, let's start putting trees in there, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so far, each yard has how many trees? 1. Let's give each yard another tree. Here we go. Now how many does each yard have? 2. We've got to count all the way to 56. So we've done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Let's go all the way to 56. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Pause me if you're not done. Okay, I counted all the way to 56. I put all 56 trees into 8 yards. How many trees are in each yard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many trees go in each yard? 7. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to finish the rest of the questions on those pages, okay? And then at the end it says, come up with 2 story problems of your own. That would be fun. I want you to at least do 1. Come up with 1 story problem of your own. And then what I want you to do is I want you to ask somebody at school if they can figure it out, and then I want you to take it home and ask somebody at home if they can figure out your division story problem that you wrote, okay? When you are done, there's an answer key, and so you can check your work to make sure that you did it right, okay? All right, have fun.